the speaker we are introducing right now, the last shower of nectar is going to be huge, you know. This is Ras Vigraha Prabhu. Ras Vigraha Prabhu is very dear to Raisham Prabhu, first of all. He's, you can always see him in chanting, he's always there. In the morning, he's sitting in the same pillar where Raisham Prabhu is sitting. He sits on this side, facing east. I don't think so. We think like that, but at least I'm just giving direction. No? He faces east, Prabhuji faces north. He's very close to Raisham Prabhu, even in terms of position of chanting and generally also. And he has been, so let me give his lot of actually very rich introduction. So he's the director for VIT Pune Vaishnav Institute of no Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, but it has become Vaishnav Institute of Technology because many devotees are teaching over there, and Prabhuji is holding that important position of director for VIT, which is one of the topmost colleges in Pune, and many devotees are able to pursue in true sense their Krishna conscious career because their boss is a Vaishnav, they're pleasing the boss. No, and Krishna is getting pleased. So many devotees are working over there as teachers, as professors, or in academic capacity. Prabhuji has done his PhD from electronics and telecommunication. He has over 30 years of experience in industry research and academics. Uh, he has been research engineer in DB Power Electronics, now Emerson, then director for micro power systems. Then he joined the academics as the head, then dean academics, and he has published 105 research papers. He has guided, bro जी क्या ये एक लाइफ में कैसे पॉसिबल है bro जी? Guided 500 UG PG thesis and 5 PhD thesis is like no currently he has kind of guided them. He has 5 books on power electronics, of which 50,000 plus copies are sold. So he has some 49 funded research projects, 168 consultancy projects, and he has how many patents filed? 91 patents filed. Published are 42, granted are 22. So under his leadership, VIT has grown both spiritually and materially. There are a lot of devotees passing out from VIT. You know, VIT is one college where we can boldly go and conduct a lot of courses. I mean, I also took a philosophy course in VIT. So it's a very nice arrangement. So he's a lot of awards, most influential director award by World Education Congress in June 2016. Please let's having Hari Bol, no, and everything. Because one time chanting Hari Bol will not be sufficient, you know. Distinguished Director Award by Computer Society of India in Jan 2017. National Builder Award by Rotary Club of Pune in 2018. Innovative Director International Award by Global Award at Singapore in October 2018. Shikshak Shri in 2004 to 2008. And Shikshak Bhushan in 2014. And Rashtriya Shikshan Ratna Award in December 2002. Now we come to his spiritual introduction. So he is associated with ISKCON since 1997. So 25 years done. He has been serving as vice president in ISKCON Pune since 2010. He is Bhakti Shastri with high honors, and he's actually very amazing, philosophically very amazing classes he gives. He's holding Bhakti Shastri with high honors. He's chief coordinator. He was chief coordinator of this whole project, ISKCON NVCC project, which is 100 crore plus project between 2006 and 8, which was the very critical period of this foundation coming in. He has has kind of spearheaded the largest painting competition for ISKCON Pune, which was recorded in Guinness Book of World Record. 1,44,919 paintings related to Krishna were being made in September 2010. Mammoth. मुझे इसके बाद मेरे को लगने लगा कि I should like no be careful. So he started Bhagavad Gita Sent contest in Pune, conducted by ISKCON since 2008. It's a worldwide event now. We know every time like no it happens. He has rendered different sevas in ISKCON worldwide, like DT worship, festival organization, preaching, counseling, management, and is a member in various boards and committees, initiation committee, and everywhere. Like you can always find Rasagra Prabhu everywhere. In terms of preaching, he regularly travels and conducts seminars all over the world. for youth, professionals, families, and children. He's traveled to over 35 countries for academic and spiritual purpose: US, Germany, France, Belgium, Italy, Switzerland, Middle East, South Korea. And of course, in India, he has traveled to multiple places for his preaching. And we know Rasvigra Prabhu for till the time. He is a very unassuming personality. While whatever we have, मतलब इसका 1% भी किसी के पास आ जाए तो वो थोड़ा सा ऐसे फूल जाएगा ना बलून की तरह. But he treats everybody like a friend. Everybody, he will, even a person who is very new, he'll come and treat him like a friend, shake hands. He's very good in making that connection, and at the same time, it is like, when you sit with him and there are some discussions which happen, so he brings a perspective which is very, very wholesome. So personally, I have seen a lot of many times on different things. The way he brings different perspective and wisdom is really amazing. And at the same time, he is a very approachable person. Even kid, we see in Barsana Golok, a lot of kids, they love him. They come, and he also loves the kids. He can very easily connect with kids. So that's a devotee. He can connect with anyone. So that's the beauty of a devotee. So that's what Rasvigra Prabhu is. So we are all very, very deeply honored, Prabhuji, that you have come to address Nityanand Sabha camp. I think for the first time you are coming for the camp, right? Yeah. So NS meets you have addressed, but camp, at least I am introducing you for the first time. So we are very grateful to him for coming over here in his busy schedule. Let us welcome him wholeheartedly by loudly chanting 3 times. Hari Bol! Hari Bol!
जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारणे. नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरत्विषे नमः. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकाकांत राधाकांत नमोस्तुते. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna. So it's my pleasure, my honor to be amongst you all today. And special thanks to His Grace Atmaram Gaurang Prabhu for inviting me to this session. And it's a privilege to me. So before proceeding ahead, I would like to offer my humble obeisances to Srila Prabhupada at his lotus feet and pray to him to guide me and bless me so that I can speak some words with you which would be very useful to you, because you would be spending around an hour with me. So I hope that it would be meaningful and relevant to all. I also offer my humble obeisances to all of you and also request all of you to bless me. And finally, again, I offer my obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and requesting him to bless all the preachers of ISKCON, all the followers of ISKCON, so that they can spread his teachings all around the world and bring more and more conditioned soul at his lotus feet. So thank you for inviting me. I would like to begin the session, and I can see some Mataji is also sitting here. I was not expecting that Mataji would be here. So I was supposed to crack some of the jokes in family married life, but maybe I have to restrain them now. But anyway, I have one more joke for you. So I being a professor now, the 33rd year. being in teaching. And if you want to punish a student, if he is doing mischievous things in the class, being naughty in the class, you have to punish him by asking him to come and give a 1 hour lecture. And if you want to punish a professor, ask him to come and give less than 1 hour. So, so today I have perhaps less than 1 hour. So I don't know how I am able to manage. But anyway, I won't stop before 1 hour. So, welcome to Nityanand Sabha camp. And it's one of the very, very glorious ashram. Very, very fun-loving, and you will see that devotional service is really pleasurable. Of course, it doesn't mean whatever I mean. It's a time to glorify the Grihastha ashram, so I need glorify Grihastha ashram. That doesn't mean that Brahmacharya ashram is not fun-loving. But I had never had an experience of being in the Brahmacharya ashram, so I will only glorify the Grihastha ashram. And Mataji's, the spouses will make it very, very wonderful. That much I can assure you. So whatever I am going to speak is strictly based on the teachings of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who is our Param Guru and a very, very pure soul. So there are many challenges, and I am sure that in the past 3 days you have covered many of them. But just to add in my own way, this is really an ashrama where you have to do multitasking. In the ashram, you will see the Brahmacharya ashram, there are separate cooks, there are separate preachers, there are separate pujaris, there are separate devotees who will bring the sabji from the market. But in the Grihastha ashram, we have to do everything, isn't it? Who is going to cook? We. Who is going to bring sabji? We only. Who is going to serve? We only. Who is going to clean the house? We only. Who is going to do our chanting? We only. Who is going to earn money? We. We have to go to our office. And we have to take care of our kids. So it's really a multitasking. And you are transition phase from voice to Grihastha ashram. It's a transition phase for all of you. So in voice, maybe you are very much in association of very sincere devotees, serious devotees. And suddenly you have to come to a family life after staying 4-5 years in the voice. So you have to stay with non-devotees also. You have already stayed before them, but now there is a gap of 5 years. So it's a big challenge. Then I just told, sudden change in voice standards. So here in Grihastha, we have different standards. One of the devotee who was in voice ashram joined our counseling meeting. And when we invited him after his marriage for prasadam at home. And when he saw that we were eating in a circle, and we only were taking from the bowl while we were eating, he was surprised. अरे आप ऐसे कैसे लेते हो? हाथ धो के सर्वर अलग होना चाहिए. मैंने कौन होगा यहाँ पे सर्वर? Who is the server here? We are only the servants. So then he got used to it later on. And he said, Prabhuji, that was right. Earlier it sounded me funny, but no, it's right. Then benchmarking with standards of your brahmachari friends. 2 friends join together in voice, same year, join engineering. One becomes brahmachari, one becomes grihastha. And then seems that he is climbing one ladder after another. He is becoming the counselor. I don't know what are the post in the brahmacharya ashram, but counselor, super counselor, then PM, PO, and maybe then temple president, vice president, then GB, this western region head. And who are you? You are grihastha, then you become husband, then you become obedient husband, and then you become most obedient husband. So only those promotions. Mataji, sorry, please, I have prepared it for. So hope Mataji won't take it other way. One Prabhuji comes shouting at his wife. She is cooking, and Prabhuji comes shouting at his wife and say, "Sima, Sima, तुमने अभी तक खाना नहीं बनाया." She says, "बड़ी जल्दी है तुम्हें बर्तन धोने की." So welcome to the Grihastha ashram. So choosing wife is a big challenge, and choosing wife and expectation from her. So don't expect too many things from the newly wedded wife. Have just time to spend with her and develop relationship. Later on, she will take on Krishna consciousness very nicely. choosing wife is also a very different science, and I am sure it has been covered in some other session. So it's a different ashram. It has its own challenges, but it's glorious. And I have written in bracket Bhaktivinoda Thakur. If you remember Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you will remember that Brahmacharya ashram se jada acha is Grihastha ashram. And now I am going to come to my very favorite analogy, cricket analogy. How many of you know cricket? I don't say watch, but know cricket. All of you know cricket. I was a die-hard fan of cricket, and when I was teaching in college, I used to draw around 100 analogies parallel to life and cricket. And they were very popular. Not when you were there, but before that, in 90s. So, you know, in cricket, a player like Rohit Sharma is one of the top class batsmen, and one of the best batsmen in the world. When he is playing a 50-over match, what he is doing? He need to place his inning. Have you heard this term? Placing the innings. He has to build up his inning. In a 50-over match, first 10 overs are the slog overs, sorry, the power play. So in the power play, what will Sharma do? Hit fours and sixes because there are restrictions. There are no restrictions, or there are restrictions. Players are inside the circle, very few players outside the circle, and so on. So he's hitting fours and sixes. So this is your voice days. So no constraint, no family, no nothing. And so you can take up your Krishna consciousness very seriously, very powerfully, very passionately. And get up early morning, 4 o'clock, and then work up to 12 midnight, do this seva, that seva, attend college, and so many things you do, but you are still energetic at the end. So that is the power play. But when the power play ends, starts the middle over. From 11th over to the 40th over are the most boring phase of any 50 overs cricket. After you must be around 25, assuming that an average life of 75, you have 50 years to go. So in cricket, you cannot say that I will score century in 2 overs. You cannot do that. So similarly, you cannot say that I will become pure devotee in 2 years. You know that you have 50, with fair chance given to all of us, 50 overs in hand, and I have to target in such a way that at the end of the 50th year, from here onwards, I would become a very pakka devotee, a perfect pure devotee. So the middle overs, what is the strategy in the middle overs? Singles, twos, rotate the strike, and importantly, keep wickets in hand, don't get out. If you get out, then what is the use of the 40th over, which is the slog overs? वो slog over आएगी नहीं आपकी जिंदगी में क्योंकि आप आउट हो गए 40 ओवर के पहले. So this 40 overs, what Sharma would do, he just take singles and twos, occasionally hit a 4 or a 6, but importantly rotate strike and so on. So these are your Grihastha life. Wicket बचाना है, that's all. केसी में से बाहर नहीं जाना है. Your children will come up, your spouse will come up, she will take your time, your children will take your time, your office will suck your energy, your parents are demanding, your friends are inviting, your society is expecting, and so many people are putting so many expectations on you. And you say, gone are those days when the fielders were inside the circle. And the same 6 or the same 4 now becomes catch out. If I try to do that, there is fight between husband and wife. Always, I don't know who takes the initiative in fighting, but I know that, but I can't tell now. so, so it is very difficult to, meet the expectations of each other. There are fights, and in the fight, बेचारे बर्तन ही ज़्यादा सफर होते हैं. At the end of 10 years, we say, oh no, ये हमने लाया था तो ये राउंड था ना, अभी अलग ही शेप हो गया इसका. So those 40 years or those years or 40 overs are very, very challenging. And then comes the slog overs. There you have हमारे eyes, अभी game is looking like a football and you can hit anywhere. And anyway, those are the last 10 overs. So these are your over 50 plus. जब एज जाता है आपका, those are those years. So you can again intensify your Krishna consciousness. This is not the standard route to follow, but this is the general suggested route to all of you. Got it? So now you are entering which ashram? There's middle overs. And middle overs are the most dangerous over. वहां पे पूरा मैच जा सकता है. Sometimes it happens that 10 over 90 run without loss. You see that many cricket teams at 10 overs, 90 runs without loss, but at the end of 30 over, 162 for 7. Like this. The boy who seems to be very energetic, very seva oriented, very humble, good attitude, gone. Nowhere. Struggling with 16 rounds. Why? Because he did not know how to play these middle overs. So we want all to be advanced devotees. We want to advance in Krishna consciousness, but at the same time be successful in life, isn't it? Be healthy. No one wants to compromise on our health, whether you want to advance materially or spiritually. And you want to be ultimately happy. And Grihastha ashram, does it guarantee happiness? What do you say? You can look at me. Do I look happy or no? I look happy. Or rather, I keep myself happy. Sorry, Mataji again. No, but I'm really happy. Grihastha ashram. So please don't misinterpret my words. I'm here to glorify the Grihastha ashram, which is really it is. It is. But there are 6 rasas in Ayurveda. You know, when you eat food, your plate should have amla, sabar. Some khatta hona chahiye. Then there should be some labana, that is salty. Khara bhi kuch hona chahiye. Then there should be some katu, bitter. Thoda bitter bhi hona chahiye khane mein for a good balanced diet. Tikha, pungent. Then also you should have kashya, that is astringent, that is turat in Hindi, Marathi, I think we say. And then it is madhur, sweet, isn't it? Your daily meal should have these 6 items, not in equal proportion, but a related proportion, whatever it is. Kadwa shayad, it should be very, very less. Amla should be little more. Everything is salty only. Khara. Rice is khara. Dal is khara. Sabjis are khara. Chutney, achar, everything is khara. Papad. And sweet may be very less. So your balanced diet has these 6 rasas. So similarly, there are 6 rasas in life, and especially the family life. And these rasas are absent in brahmacharya ashram. Which are those ras? First is personal life. So as a devotee, each and every one of you, including me, has our own personal life. So personal life means your health and your recreation. How you give time to your health, how is your health, whether you do jogging or walking or cycling or gymnasium or yoga or stretching, whatever it is. You should spend your time for your health. Do you agree with this or no? Many great professionals, many great cricketers, sportsmen, celebrities, they have lost their career because of the health issue. Because of health issues. You may become a very wonderful devotee, a great devotee, a pure-hearted soul, but if your health is not cooperating, you may not be able to do justice and deliver goods. So you should balance your health. Recreation is also necessary to devotees in their life. So how you recreate yourself, how you give time to your recreation. And there are various ways to give recreation or do recreation. You choose the one that is best suited for Krishna consciousness. But you must have some recreation. Sometimes, you cannot solve a root of tan x, integration of root of tan x when you are under stress. Can you? No. You cannot say that I have learned so many mathematics. 16 mathematics paper I have given from first standard to engineering. Now I am under stress. I had a fight with my wife. Now how would I relieve my stress? Solve an integration of root of tan x square. I cannot do that. So I should know music or some dance or art or something so I can spend time. So that is recreation. Or anything else, what is recreation. Family life is very important because you are into a family, you are into a grihastha. So your relationship with your family should be very good. And as I told, give your wife her time to advance in Krishna consciousness. Your relationship, this will go good with Mataji's. Your relationship with your spouse should be very, very, very great. Like a friend, not a wife, like a wife. Not only like a wife, you should be like a friend. You should discuss with her. I can spend hours on this. You should be very open to her. You should be very loving, caring, affectionate. And Matajis, if you ask 100 Matajis, they are here. How many are there? Exactly 9 are there. So if you take a survey of 100 Matajis and ask them, what is the most important quality you are looking for in your husband? So there may be many, but one of them is that one who respects me and cares for me and takes all small things into consideration, that my wife likes this, my wife don't like this, and so on. And importantly, help her in her household work, like Bartan Dhona, especially in the COVID time. So you should give time to your wife. So don't be her preacher. Of course, they are there now. I cannot. So ask somebody else to preach. Early children are important. जितने जल्दी children हो जाएगा first साल में, it is very good. Don't delay it, because ladies have issues after 30 and they risk their life as they grow older. And caring your parents is necessary, because parents are also an integral part of your family. So there are many other things in family. Then comes your professional life. You need to do, learn, upgrade yourself as per requirement of your profession. You need to get good promotions, good positions, good money, good packages, change and switch regularly. These are an integral part, and you should do justice to that. Don't compromise on your professional life simply because you are a devotee. Once Radhesham Prabhu was telling me that uh, all principals in 2004, we had a big youth camp here on Golibar Maidan in Pune, just 18 years back. And that time was telling, myself and Radhesham Prabhu went to all the principals of the colleges and invited them for this camp. So that time in the car, he was telling me that uh, all the principals of the colleges should become devotee. And then he told that if they cannot become the devotee should become the principal of the colleges. So you should become and climb the ladder in your profession. You should all become vice presidents, right? But your position at home will be humble servant only. Please remember. Even though even though one of the devotee, one of my friend, during initiation, we have to take the vow. I will do 16 rounds, follow the 4 regulative principles of no meeting, no gambling, no illicit sex, no intoxication, and I will serve the moment of Prabhupada in the humble servant and the humble mood of servant of the servant of the servant. He said, I will serve the mission of the Prabhupada in the mood of humble husband. He took this vow. Really, Maharaj was laughing. So, Um, so you have to spend time for your professionals also, professional life also. Don't compromise. So you become big, you occupy big position in your company, so that everybody respects devotee. And they say that devotees are not only youths, but they are on the big positions as well. Then your cultural aspect of life, your dance, music, drama, art, you should know something. You should not be, your resume should not be one dimensional. That I have worked in this company, then switched to that company, then I had a switch with that company, and then my package increased from 20 to 30, 30 to 70, and then I have now 1.45 CR. What else? Nothing. Just I can operate my laptop. That's all. So music, art, dance, and then social. You live in a society, you have a social life also, your community, your society, in which everybody may not be fortunate to live in a Barsana Dham society, but there are also non-devotees now in Barsana Dham. So there are many aspects you need to give to society, plants, trees. There may be some drives, you have to participate in that. You have to show to them that you are a part of the society and not isolated from them. And spirituality. Last aspect of your life is spirituality. So when normal person, he has his personal, family, professional, cultural, social and spiritual life. He does not have the spiritual life. So I tell them that apart from these 5 aspects of your life, you should have spirituality in your life. People become great professionals but miss out on spiritual life. People become great professionals but miss out on family life. And there are 5 subjects or 6 subjects in a semester. You got all grades, all subjects A plus grade, but in one subject you failed. So can the other A plus grade compensate for this F grade? No, you have to separately pass in the 6th subject also. So similarly, if you missed out on family, if you failed in family life, but you are a great professional, so that will not help you. So you have to perform equally well on all these 6 fronts. Maybe you have to give different times to each aspects of your life, but you have to give time. One of the great professionals who retired at the age of 72, he was addressing a gathering and I was present there, and he was telling that I was the big, great professional. Everybody respected me in terms of my professional life, but my relationship with my son are not at all good. We are not in good terms. So you have to take care that You have good relation with your family also. And family includes your spouse, husband or wife. So then, as the salt is the taste of the food, spirituality is the essence of life. And when you are taking up Krishna consciousness as well as Grihastha life, there are many challenges. Many challenges. Your health issues, your financial issues, your interpersonal relationship issues, and so on. But please understand, there may be some temporary material solutions. If you had detected with some disease like COVID is there, you have to go and take, you know, consultancy from a doctor. If you have financial issues, you may have to slog in your office, definitely. But ultimately, for all material solution, only solution is spirituality. Ultimately, patch up, it's okay. For the time being, it's okay. But ultimately, you have to all understand that sometimes we fail to recognize that for all material problems, spirituality is the only solution. But I started my first day in Krishna consciousness hearing this principle, and the topic name was material problems, spiritual solution. But we tend to forget or tend to take it granted, and we feel that for material problems, only material solutions will work. But please take it from me, my 25 years of experience in Krishna consciousness and overall 55 years experience, material problems and spiritual solution. Life without spirituality is tasteless, meaningless, and incomplete. Most of you would join companies, you may have to go to some other place, you may not get association of devotees, and you may have tough time in keeping up with your Krishna consciousness. Some of you may become very great devotees also, but this sentence is very true, because remember, you have to go through 50 years of Krishna consciousness from here onwards. And my friend, 50 years is a big year. It's a big number. It's a very big number. Here in Pune, we see that the number of sincere devotees are same. Since 2001, I am seeing the same number of devotees for Bhagavatam. The only difference is that they are changing. It's like a revolving door entry. In a mall, people enter from this side and it rotates, and people exit from this side. And the number of people in the mall are the same. Only they are changing. So if you want to be in Krishna consciousness, please remember that you have to be in the Krishna consciousness. How to remain in Krishna consciousness? By remaining in Krishna consciousness. There is no other solution. Once Bhakti Rasamrut Maharaj was giving class in Kunjbihari long back. That time he was Devamrut Prabhu. And one devotee asked him, Maharaj, Prabhuji, how to get up in the morning? So he said, by getting up in the morning. Getting up early in the morning. That's all. So there is no other answer. How to become determined in Krishna consciousness? How to chant attentively? By chanting attentively. How to have good relationship with your wife? By having good relation. Now, if you want to advance in Krishna consciousness and stay in those 40 overs, play those 40 overs safely without losing wicket. What is the first rule of cricket? Out nahi hona hai. Out nahi hona hai. That day Krishnanand Prabhu, you heard his Bhagavatam. He said the same analogy. The cricket rule is you have to remain not out. So similarly, what is the rule of Krishna consciousness? You have to stay in Krishna consciousness. No matter when, how tough life is. And in order to do that, what you have to be? You have to be in the counseling system. You have to be in the counseling system. It's a very wonderful thing. And what is the purpose of counseling system? You may know that, but let us please revise it. Develop relationship amongst devotees. This is a platform which gives you peer association. You come together, all of you, and develop friendship. My Krishna consciousness took off when I started attending counseling meeting. Otherwise, my plane was running only on the runway. Only running, distance is covered, but no height. But when you attend counseling meeting, it takes off. Right? So develop relationships amongst devotees. That is the first reason. Ensure proper sadhana standards or guidance to counsellors about sadhana. Third, training in Krishna consciousness, training about philosophy, sadachar, sadhana, sangha, seva, and all those things. There are so many S in Krishna consciousness. So training in all those S. Personal care and love from counselor. So you have one-to-one relationship with your counselor, very personal, very caring, and he is the one who represents you in the temple, and he is the one who also allots you the seva. So these are the 5 purposes of counseling system, and others can be a part of it or subsections or sub part of this. Now, when I am saying Guru here, Guru doesn't mean only the Param Guru. Prabhupada is our Param Guru, then our initiating Guru, Diksha Guru, our Shiksha Gurus, and our counselor also. Our counselor is who? Is a Shiksha Guru. So when I say Guru here, so we are referring to all those Guru. And generally, when we are looking at a Guru or referring to a Guru, especially in Krishna consciousness of ISKCON, we are referring to our immediate Guru, who is our local Guru. Now, for example, my Guru is Guru Maharaj is Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Now, I meet him only during yatras or whenever he comes to Pune attending his satsang. And I had 5-7 times his personal interaction. But all other times, to whom I am interacting with, who is guiding me, to whom I am reporting, to whom I am accountable, it is Radheshyam Prabhu. So Radheshyam Prabhu that times takes the role of Guru here because he is my Shiksha Guru in Pune. So, what is the duty of a Guru? There are many duties, but one of the great duty of a devotee is to find fault with disciple. And tell me when the Guru will find fault with disciple. Prabhuji is saying, when you, before I completed the question, he started answering. Yes, very nice. Anybody else? When the counselor or Guru will find fault with you. Prabhuji is saying, when we commit fault. Very nice. Please repeat again. You will not? Run away. Yes. You give the confidence to the counselor or the Guru that you can find fault with me. When you give that confidence, then he will start finding fault. Otherwise, एक बार उसने कुछ बोला, हाँ ऐसा मुझे पता है आपका क्या chanting होता है. I know how you chant. And then you start giving excuses also. No, Prabhuji, lengthy excuses. And he said, better I stop telling him anything else. So you have to give that confidence to your Guru that I will take your suggestions wholeheartedly. And let us take quick example, not very elaborate. Vyasdev, despondency. So Vyasdev was despondent because he was not happy, not satisfied, unhappy. Even though he wrote so many Upanishads, described Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, new devotional service, Krishna consciousness, but did not give that much importance. And therefore used his times not properly, Prabhupada writes. And he expressed his despondency to Narad Muni. And Narad Muni advised him that you have not written about Krishna consciousness, not written Srimad Bhagavatam, and therefore you are unhappy. So the first thing that you have to tell your Guru that this is the problem with me, and then Guru will find out fault. So if you say that, Prabhuji, I am not able to come for Mangal Aarti, then you know you have told the problem now. And he will say, at what time you get up? I get up at 7 a.m. Then he knows what is the fault. Yeah. So 4:15 में मैसेज आया कि 4:14 को मैसेज आया, 4:15 को रुक जाओ. So maybe one of you only have told them. So Vyasdev. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Sri Thakur finding fault with Prabhupada. In the first meeting, Prabhupada gave importance to country's independence. And Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur told that, no, that is not important. Krishna consciousness is an emergency and it cannot wait for any political situation. Prabhupada took it to heart and soul and he made it his life mission. Even Prabhupada said, my duty is to find fault with you. And such a Guru is extremely rare and it is very great fortune all of us. So if you get such a devotee, immediately catch hold of his feet and take his shelter. I am saying local Guru. Otherwise, people will butter you, they will glorify you, and you will remain what you are. You will never grow. So it is very important, especially for Grihasthas, because Brahmacharis are in the ashram, they are in a system. You are at home. What you are doing at home, nobody knows. So it is very important that you report daily your sadhana to your guru, your Shiksha. For example, I write mail to Radhesham Prabhu monthly, giving about my all sadhana, how much I have read, what I am reading, how many rounds I am chanting, when I am chanting. And if Guru's duty is to find fault, what is Guru disciple's duty? To accept that fault. Don't argue when he finds fault. You tell that I get up at 7 a.m. and he tells that you should get up at 4 a.m. Don't give excuses. Make it your life and soul. So Vyasdev accepted, Prabhupada accepted, so you should also accept. Next is that there should be one person in your local temple whom or anywhere whom you can personally connect with, right? And you should behave in front of him as a fool or accept yourself as a fool. And the classic case is of Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Prakashanand Saraswati's pastime, he tells Prakashanand Saraswati that when he asked, why don't you study Vedant and why are you chanting Hare Krishna and dancing on the street? He said that because my guru said that you are murkha. Guru more murkha dekhi, torila shasana. Murkha tumi tomar nahik, Vedanta adhikar, Krishna mantra japa sada, ei mantra sar. So Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself, is presenting himself in front of his guru as a fool. So if we do not, as a Grihastha should always present himself as fool in front of his Shiksha Guru, the local Shiksha Guru. And I am telling you, this is very important. Your counselor or whoever he is, your authority. And we should always have an authority. Many times when we become counselor, we think that we don't need a counselor. So, or we become mentor, we don't need. So it is always the same person to whom we are reporting. We should keep reporting always, and we should always have a sheltered. We should always be sheltered. So if we start acting independently, Grihastha has this tendency. That's why I am telling you. Grihastha has this tendency because nobody is watching him. Nobody knows why he is not coming. And if you don't come for a month, everybody forgets you. This ISKCON movement setup is like this. If you don't come to the temple for a month, nobody will remember you. There are so many devotees who are very senior. They have gone out and practicing Krishna consciousness somewhere else. But Pune devotees think they don't remember them. Nobody will ask you why are you not coming unless you are reporting to that authority. Prabhupada also said that if you have your own opinion, then you will never understand Gita. Even in the Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna starts speaking, Ashochan anvashochastam pradnyavadam shabhashase gatasuna gatasunshya nanu shochanti pandita. So here Krishna is chastising Arjun. He is using strong words. Krishna didn't speak till 2.11 because Arjun had his own conception of life and good and bad, and Krishna was not speaking. But when Arjuna surrendered, Krishna started speaking. So it is the Guru who will not tell you anything unless you ask and you present yourself in front of the Guru as a fool or as a person who is ready to accept your suggestions. Why? Because to dismantle misconceptions. Arjuna was thinking that he is very great on the strength of material knowledge or material position. So we all may be very wonderfully, materially very wonderful. Or you may be great Mridanga players, we may be great singers, we may be great preacher, great deity worshipper or deity dressing. But if you do not surrender to a person, a counselor or a guru, Shiksha Guru, we will never advance in our Krishna consciousness as a Grihastha. So please take it from me. Always maintain that humble servant mood. You have to become humble. Choice is yours, humble husband or humble servant. So, and you have to do both when you are Grihastha. Mataji, I am preparing the ground for you. There is another thing. Bhakta pada dhuli ara, bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta avashesha tina mahabal. So do you know this shloka, right? All of you. So the three things have great potency. And now, therefore, it is important as Grihasthas that you invite Grihasthas, especially I am telling Matajis also, you should make it a point that counseling meeting should be at your residence by turn. And you should invite devotees at your home for prasadam, exchange gifts and discuss with them about Krishna consciousness. मैं रुक जाता हूँ. So then strong sadhana. So reading for 2 hours is Prabhupada's standard. But I will tell you, begin humbly. Do only for 15 minutes. Daily 15 minutes to start with. And you can increase that. And suppose, of course, you should go to 2 hours, but you should begin with 15 minutes. And if you cannot do today, then tomorrow you should read 30 minutes. Unless you practice this, you will never keep reading. The same thing is true about hearing. You should hear 2 hours a day. But if you cannot do 2 hours, begin with 15 minutes. And if you miss today, cover up today, tomorrow. If you sing one bhajan daily, that will be great. And one BG chapter recitation, sloka recitation is very powerful. I heard from one senior devotee that whatever sins you commit on that day, you nullify that by reciting Bhagavad Gita chapter while before going to bed. And I cannot spend time on all this thing. Donate 1 month salary. Government is taking 3 salaries. ISKCON is asking only 1 salary. So chanting, this is my favorite topic.